What we're gonna do is a feedback on this patch.
The university's resources were impressive, and yet, on occasion, we
And what I
relished in
noticed so far,
first-hand experience.
just to reach the altar.
The crossroads. Wait by the lantern's light, and welcome what help may come.
We can start from here, okay? A new patch for Darkest Dungeon 2, the Altar of Hope. It nerfed, basically it took away damage from all heroes, and it also nerfed some enemies. And the things that got nerfed the most were the main bosses, okay? And the cultists. They're a lot easier now, considering I reached the second map in the second run. Way much easier than I did on a previous patch. So basically, combat remained the same but with smaller numbers. I also noticed that fights last longer because of the smaller numbers. Now you can't finish in 3 rounds, you need to finish in 4, 5, tougher fights in 7 or 8 rounds. But also main bosses got reduced health, for example Sitting Sai from 350 to 280 HP. Alright. As far as heroes go, now you need to level them all up if you wanna receive their subclasses, and every hero has a candle mission. That's a good change, but candles are a disaster.
Pride. More devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
Complete disaster. They erased all save files, okay? I played for nothing for 100 hours, they gave me 20 candles, which is hilarious, by the way. They should give at least 100. And even that is not enough. Okay. But that's how it goes. The entire game now revolves around candles, or better to say, around hope. But there is a huge problem with those candles, because they consume inventory space. And we need to reach Altar of Hope. They reduced inventory space for the stagecoach.
This was a beautiful place once. What a pity.
There we are. So basically, right now, what they did is this macro game where you upgrade different stuff, okay? And Journey would be the most important one because it gives you equipment slots and inventory slots. And there is no playing without inventory slots. I could easily go for the final boss immediately. I wanted to go for main bosses of the maps, okay, regular maps, but I realized I don't have inventory slots because now stagecoach is way too small, and the bosses they only have like 10 items. You don't have space for that because candles occupy 1 inventory slot. It's atrocious. I was more in the inventory ditching items. Speaking about ditching, you gain shit when you ditch items. You don't gain relics, you don't gain bubbles, you don't gain hope, you don't gain candles. So if you ditch, for example, a unique trinket that costs 100 bubbles to buy, you will receive potatoes. Not even a potato. You receive nothing when you ditch item. That's the main change. Candles that occupy spots, they take away fun from the game, and stupid ditching items that you gain shit out of them. And it's grindy. To upgrade everything, I counted that you need 100 to 200 hours to max everything out. Okay, because not only that you're maxing your stagecoach, and what is this? amount of loot you get. Skins, this is completely idiotic, you don't need this at all. Renown, yeah, it's a skin.
Spare a thought for tools of iron.
Yeah, as I said,
Will serve us well.
you are in a need of 200 hours to max heroes if you want their subclasses, if you want them to resist death's door. To properly play this game, okay, with all of them upgraded, with resists, damage, special items, and so on, you need to spend a lot of hours in the game now. When I better think about it, at least 200 hours. And that ain't it. There's also memories that you can, if your heroes survive, you can have them on the next run also with their positive quirks and so on. And of course, unlocking items.
These are beaten, broken.
Now, how you unlock items? You're supposed to unlock a trinket per run, because the one you unlock is the one that you're gonna get on that run. So it's not smart to spam here. You only upgrade once. Everything you upgrade once for the next run, so you can have those items on every next run. So you easily have items for 30 runs. Okay, one stagecoach item, one in item, one combat item, one trinket. And then you repeat on the next run. So only 4 candles you spend here, and the rest of the candles they go for upgrades. Grinding. Extremely grinding. The most important by far is Journey, the stagecoach. Because of the fucking inventory slots. And even that is not enough. Yeah, even that is not enough. But it is the most important. Increase loot.
Hail the vessel of your deliverance.
Chance that candles of hope appear at map locations. It's extremely important. Like, no other upgrade is so freaking important as this one. And now, once you upgrade with the rest of the candles remaining, you go and you unlock one trinket that you're gonna receive.
A welcome
Alright,
advancement
from
in
the start.
science of survival.
One combat item.
A drop of sanity. In a
Healing
sea
salves
of
are great.
madness.
One stagecoach item. And one in item. And then, this is how you're supposed to level up progressively, okay, so you don't lose shit. And then you are supposed to unlock a hero per run. Not to mention that you need to buff them up, okay, and to unlock their specific subclasses. That's gonna take fucking forever. Subclasses are also nerfed, but then again enemies are also nerfed. Now, is the game in a better state? It's more fun for sure, but it's also more grind. And it's a very good question if it's in a better state. Bounty Hunter is also the new addition. You can have him only on one map. You need to upgrade the fucker, because he's useless. And he just casts candles, okay? He takes away 4 candles. Basically, he's a penalty. That's how I see him. I tested him immediately. He's more like a penalty than the actual hero. Something meaningful in a game, he's not. I don't know what to think, okay. First of all, I believe progress should be faster. Way much faster. 3 times faster. For example, my previous run was 35 candles. It should have been 100. considering how much you need to upgrade, and if you want to reach sitting Sai now, it's not like you can't reach it without upgrades. You can if you know what you're doing, but it's 10 times easier to reach it with all upgrades. All hero upgrades, all subclasses unlocked. All of those passive items, trinkets, everything that you unlock along the way is gonna make every next run a bit easier. Once you have everything unlocked after 100 or 200 hours, the game should be way much easier. Now, it's in a good balance right now without items. There's a challenge without items. Once I unlock everything against those same enemies, they're gonna be a joke, okay? Trivial joke. The game will lose balance once you unlock all of these upgrades. Because I believe I can easily finish this game without a single upgrade. At least chapter 1. I'm not sure about chapter 2. I'll probably need 20-30 hours of game time for sitting Sai. But for the first boss, you can reach him without upgrades. So it's a good question if it's balanced or not. I doubt it's balanced for upgrades. I believe it's mega easy with all upgrades and with everything unlocked. All of this. It might be balanced without. So there is a macro game. But I don't know how it's gonna work later on when everything is unlocked. I really don't know. Maybe they're because they're planning chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. If they plan to add new enemies, new maps, bigger maps, or bigger number of maps, then it can validate all of these upgrades, hilarious upgrades. Okay, because they're gonna become OP. If they become OP, then chapter 3, 4, and 5 need to follow in balancing. Because I guess their idea behind this was you just started the game, you play chapter 1, you don't need upgrades for chapter 1, and then you're gonna suffer a bit until you level up. Then after like 20-30 hours you kill the first boss in chapter 1. Then the same applies 20-30 hours, that will be like 50-60 hours for the sitting Sai. You are right over here at the middle with these upgrades. And then you unlock chapter 3, enemies are tougher, but so are you. And then chapter 4, chapter 5, all maximum upgrades unlocked everywhere. And enemies should be like mega hard. Now how they plan to balance that, I don't know. But basically the main change of the game are candles. Great idea behind it, I like it. Yes, it's grindy. Inventory space is atrocious. You spend equal amount of time of playing and managing your inventory. Like I'm in my inventory non-stop ditching something and there's 0 rewards for ditching something. That's a bad thing. Everything else is great. How will it turn out? I don't know. I don't know. I doubt even the developers know how it's gonna turn out. No one knows. What's the smart idea? What can be done to balance this? If they keep this macro game with upgrades, what would I do from the start is bigger inventory immediately. At least twice bigger than now. Then for the enemies, I would return back the previous patch. Instead of random cultists in map 1, give a deacon. Instead of deacon or cardinal in map 2, give a cardinal. Instead of what I planned. Ah, yeah, on the mountain. You don't get Exemplar anymore. That's, I guess, fine, because Exemplar nukes the living shit out of you before the final boss. So that's a good choice. So I would keep first 3 maps like in the previous patch, and I would keep no Exemplar from this patch for the mountain. That's okay. Basically, to make a conclusion here, I would need to see chapter 3, 4, and 5. Which means I need to play and unlock all of this. It's grindy. I'll play it. I'll definitely play it. Because combat is mega fun. And what I hope to see are more playable characters. Because Bounty Hunter, he's there, but like he doesn't exist. And that's how I see it. I would love to see him as a permanent unlock. Not here when you start, but in the end. When you get him, he disappears after a map. Make him stay for the entire run. Simple as that. And this is how you unlock his skills, by the way. You need 45 candles investment for him to remain for only 1 map to unlock all of those skills. So, that's it for now. I need to play more till I have a proper opinion, but this is what I noticed so far. That's how it is. This definitely the most important thing in the game, journey. All the candles you get should go into journey. Or better to say, into your stagecoach for inventory freaking slots. So 2 more full runs or 1 perfect run to unlock journey completely. Then you can invest into everything else. But this is like the most important thing so far. Guys, Darkest Inventory 2. Yeah. I really woke up early. We're gonna play tomorrow the entire day. But now I'm off to bed. I need sleep. I'm fucking dead. Maybe I haven't quit the run in the middle because I'm tired, to be honest. More than because of their negative quirks. I'm a bit tired. People, thanks for watching. And I wish you all good night. We continue this when I wake up. I'll start immediately. That next stream is gonna be in around 10 to 12 hours from now.